Welcome to the channel. I hope you will love the video. So, let's begin. I owe my life to him, and all I have and all I am belong to him alone, said by Miyuki. Shiba Miyuki Onna is the main female protagonist of the Irregular and Magic High School light novel and animated series. She is the biological sister of the main protagonist Shiba Tatsuya and just like him, is a student of First High School. The spin-off manga Mahouka Kauku no Yurase has Miyuki as the main protagonist, depicting her point of view in a timeline parallel to when the original manga started. Appearance and personality. There is no way I am lacking in my pigmentation. It's just that my hair is a shade of black too deep. Could it be hereditary? But my family line is not supposed to be intermingled with Europeans for the past 5 generations. Well, since I do not know any farther than that, the possibility that this comes from some long ago genetic ancestor is not non-existent. However, even Akasama becomes a little darker in the summer, and Ani's complexion could be cold tan, since it so splendidly soaks up the sun so much that I can no longer tell what his original color is, so I do not believe it could be called a hereditary thing. Miyuki contemplating her appearance and jeans. Miyuki is described as a lovely, beautiful girl who captivates whoever sets their eyes on her. Her arms and legs are slim, slender without looking too unhealthy. It was mentioned by Mayumi that the number of perfectly symmetrical features in Miyuki was overwhelming to the point that her confidence in herself wavered. This might be caused by her magic prowess, which is very formidable and greatly balanced. Miyuki has noted that her features are not entirely similar to that of her family. Her figure has become more defined and curvaceous over her first 2 years at Magic High and has a much more mature appearance by her last year at First High. Because of her openness, modesty, well-brought-up manners, and behavior, coupled with her lovely, beautiful appearance, Miyuki is popular not just among male freshman students of their school, but also among females and upperclassmen, and even to magicians from other schools and outsiders that may or may not follow the 9 school competitions. News. Outsiders or strangers will normally be rendered speechless or flustered by her presence. Her speech and movement patterns are completely different from Tatsuya's, something their deceased mother should be given credit for, and she is referred as a real Yamato Nadeshiko, which is a Japanese term meaning the personification of an idealized Japanese woman, or the epitome of pure feminine beauty. Miyuki's beauty has been emphasized and acknowledged by most of the characters in the series, both male and female, as unmatched. Even Tatsuya, who is her brother, cannot help but be enthralled by her, despite his limited emotions. It could be said that because she is the only person towards whom he still has natural affection, he is still susceptible to her. The only character that has ever been mentioned as having beauty rivaling Miyuki's is Lina. Miyuki has a slight mischievous side to her. She teases Mikahiko and Mizuki about the way they talk with each other in the middle of the war zone during the Scorched Halloween event. She once acted over affectionately with her brother in order to mess with Mizuki, Erika, and Leo. It apparently had a great effect on Mizuki, as she became completely lost in her dream world. However, she has been constantly revealed to harbor forbidden feelings for Tatsuya, even lamenting once on the fact that she was born as his little sister, clearly indicating that she wishes to have a romantic relationship with him. Thought of marrying another boy repulses and disgusts Miyuki. It is not a biological issue, so something like dancing was still acceptable. However, in Miyuki's heart, the only one who was allowed to touch her is Tatsuya. The only one who could do as he wished with her was Tatsuya himself alone. Her love for her brother comes to such an extent that she is willing to offer her heart and body to Tatsuya. For her, no matter if it was her body or heart, everything that she has belonged to Ani-sama. As a candidate, and from volume 16 and on as the future head of the Yotsuba clan, she is used to, and is even displeased with flattery and compliments, since many of these are coded with a mix of jealousy, envy, and malicious intent. However, she is always filled with bliss when Tatsuya compliments her. Miyuki is extremely sensitive when it comes to her brother's whereabouts. She strongly dislikes the fact that people do not see her brother's real worth and states it occasionally, but she is often brushed off as being biased. She also feels very guilty and laments the fact that she is the reason her brother has been chained. Thus, she becomes careful to ask anything of Yotsuba to prevent the clan from asking Tatsuya to pay the favor or prevent them from restricting Tatsuya's freedom. Miyuki gains great pleasure in meticulously taking care of Tatsuya. In place of her brother, it is Miyuki who gets angry whenever people look down on Tatsuya. She also gets irked and jealous several times when girls crowd around Tatsuya, mostly due to her own feelings for him. While she can control her actions at times like this, she unintentionally reduces the temperature around her due to her inability to control her magic when she's agitated. It isn't limited to her jealousy, but instead whenever she has strong emotions, when she tries to calm down in order to not go causing a frost on the beach in Okinawa in the middle of summer. Like Tatsuya, it seems Miyuki puts him as the center of her world and always put him before herself in any matter. Likewise, because Miyuki is afraid one day they will have to be separated due to various reasons, and just like how normal sibling would be parted once they are grown up, she intentionally put on an act in front of her brother by not being overly smart, not showing her real maturity, letting Tatsuya think her as a good girl, a soft and unreliable sister, so that he never think of the line "my sister doesn't need me anymore." This is the notion that shows how much she feels about the results of the operation conducted by her mother that caused Tatsuya to own her as his only source of emotions and her own feelings towards Tatsuya. She wants her brother to stay with her for as long as they can, that she does not care, even if others have seen her as an undependable sister. All in all, Miyuki actually has a facade that sometimes disguised her true personalities and opinions on every matter in the series, especially when in the presence of her brother. Ever since Tatsuya saved Miyuki from dying after being shot in Okinawa, she has devoted her life to him. As a result, her personality, everything that she does has done, how she acts, thinks, how she interacts with others, what she is involved in, or what her personality is like, etc. is because of Tatsuya. In short, everything revolving around her, good or bad, is because of her feelings for Tatsuya. Miyuki is the daughter of Shiba Tatsuru and the late Shiba Miya, and is 11 months younger than her only elder brother, Tatsuya. Her birthday falls on March 25th, a month before Tatsuya's birthday. They are mostly mistaken as twins for being in the same year. Prior to the timeline, before the beginning of the series, their father remarried 6 months after their mother's death. And the two of them are living alone in a house, which is described as a place that vastly exceeds the average size. The siblings lived alone at first, however, later on Minami joins them as Miyuki's second guardian. Miyuki, the masterpiece of Yotsuba.it, is revealed that she is an augmented magician, akin to Sakura series, which is made especially for Tatsuya to have a life partner, and so that he would not go berserk and destroy the world. According to Maya, much technology was used in her modification, making Miyuki an extremely unique magician. Due to the modification done on her, Miyuki is a unique magician in an entire class of her own, and even the Yotsuba will be unable to create another one like her. Compared to Minoru, who also has received similar modification done by Kudo Makoto before birth, Miyuki is a far more perfect and successful product proved by her stable health and lifespan. Because both of them are somehow similar in the aspect of their makings, this is actually the reason why they both have distinctive similarities, formidable magic abilities and striking ethereal otherworldly physical appearances. So, I would like to end the video as I don't want it very long. If people demand for part 2, then I will surely make part 2. Thanks for watching. Hope you will subscribe the channel for new videos.